Hey everybody, welcome to Boatworks. I'm Lawson Hibdon. Today we are going to walk you through the Caymas CX21. And that's the boat that I'm running this season. Absolutely love it up to this point. But we're going to go through some of the ins and outs that I've seen so far and just explain some of it to you. This whole boat is really mind-blowing. You know, Earl Bentz, he's been a boat designer for a long time, but he really thought this one out. I mean, everything from raising the head of the front of your trolling motor up just 3/4 of an inch so your transducer's pointed straight down. I mean, that really took some thought. You know, of course, you got the recessed foot pedal when you need it, and over here on the dash you got your aerators and accessory lights and trim up and down, but it's pretty awesome. Up here at the nose on the trailer, I mean, you've got the optional front entry step. You got your rod strap tie downs. I'm actually going to add another one to mine so I can, you know, move it on out here, just so when I'm not opening up this rod box and I'm running down the lake and some of that really rough water, you got just double the support. These seats are absolutely awesome, and when you take a ride in one of these boats, you will see that it is one of the best rough riding boats that you've ever been in. And it's just the whole layout from the hull to the seats. I mean, the whole thing is just you know, it all works together to make it the best ride possible. We've been in another brand, you know, we've been in Rangers for our whole lives, and this one, it's just such a different boat. You know, it rides awesome, it's fast, you know, it's something that we've never been used to. You've got your net storage back here behind the seats, which is absolutely awesome to me. It stays out of your way when you don't need it, but when you do, it's right there, you can just grab it. You know, you got these huge back storage boxes that we can store way more tackle in than anybody ever needs, or whatever you want to put back there. The live wells, I've only got to fish one big tournament out of mine so far, but it did get rough one day, and there's no more stopping to put water in your live wells because you got that steady incoming water when you're up on pad. You know, that's a game changer for us. That was one of the coolest things when we were looking this boat over. We were like, you know, that is something that everybody should have, you know, because you used to have to stop and back up, put water in it and wait, and you know, that takes away from your fishing time. So that is going to save us a lot of time on the water and hopefully get us a few extra bites through the day. So this driver's side front little rod box, you could put rods in there, but it's pretty short. You know, they would have to be like probably a 6.5 foot or something, but we use it just for storage. We put a lot of tools and clothes, but it's a big box. I mean, it goes way up in there under the deck, and you've just got a lot of space in here. I'm going to carry a spare trolling motor, but for most people that's not necessary, so you'll have a lot of extra space in there. Your regular rod box has a rod holder back here that does keep stuff very nice and neat and organized. I just got back from Lake Okeechobee. I know that I had at least 35 rods in my rod box, my main one here, and I had, you know, 8 or 10 more just spinning rods and stuff in this middle one. But this one will hold a ton of rods, anything you could ever need. They've got lights everywhere in these things, in the compartments, you know, all over out here on the underneath the consoles. Very lit up after dark. I got a single console. This one is dual console. You can see a lot of space in there, you know, keep sunglasses, whatever, extra rags or tools. This right here is just another little day box. It's perfect. This is where I keep my sunglasses, my Cullen beam, all my cull buoys, my Rejuvenade, G-Juice, whatever. That's where I keep all that stuff. In the main office, this screen right here that will control everything basically on the boat. You know, you can control your live wells. It is a great feature. We were kind of hesitant about it at first, but this is awesome. I mean, I wouldn't go without it now, because you've got a camera in each live well that you can just look at as you run down the lake, never have to slow down, look back in there. You can just look at that camera, see how full your live wells are, see if you need to stop and put ice in your live wells or whatever. But that is a great feature on this boat. This little side box over here, you've got some USB plugs in there. I keep an extra pair of sunglasses in there too. I like sunglasses, I've got them everywhere. And then you've got all your switches down here. Basically what this won't do, the rest of it's on here. Plus you've got, if something goes wrong with this, you've still got all your live well, pump out, recirc, all that over here. In case you have a mechanical issue with this, you've still got it all over here too. So in my opinion, that's a great deal, having a backup. You never know what's going to go wrong when you're out there in a tournament. So there is another little box underneath the console here that you can get to even with a dual console, but it's really nice on that single console, because I just throw tackle and stuff that I'm cutting off, anything that I might need. I'll throw a few extra worms out there that I'm using, whatever, and it's a nice spot for that. And my dad actually got a dual console, and he's gonna take his out just because he really likes that little storage space right there. So this is an awesome boat, the best boat I've ever been in. I've fished out of a ton of, most all of the different boat brands, through the years, between fishing partners and family members. They've kind of had them all, and I've been in and out of every one of them. But this is by far the best one I've ever been in when it comes to quality, fit and finish. There's only maybe one other boat brand that would even compare, and Boatworks is selling it too. So you can't really go wrong coming to Boatworks, checking them out. They're going to work with you. All the sales people, all the maintenance people, they're all great people to work with. So come and check them out.